Call Ballard Rehabilitation Hospital in San Bernardino today at 909-473-1200. Ballard Rehabilitation is dedicated to returning patients to healthy and fulfilling lives. To find out more, call 909-473-1200.
Discounts on future purchases at LKQ Pick Your Part. It's easy and free to sign up. Visit LKQPickYourPart.com for more information or visit us today and save big. What's in your garage?
When walls go up and when roofs go on, your business takes off. At Lowe's, we know when your business is booming, your nailer better be up to the job. Right now during Pro Appreciation, trade in their old nailer in store and get $100 off a new Boston.
2:38 to go here in the first half.
Second half is just underway. Northwestern got stopped. Had to give it right back to
Or the
Wisconsin.
Pro Desk for details. Valid 9/18 to 10/31. Restrictions and exclusions apply. U.S. only.
Want to hear the most annoying sound in the world?
Guys! Fellas, you think we could listen to the radio or something?
And welcome to the Inland Sports Show, Fox Sports, IE 1350 AM. I'm Pep Fernandez. Jeff Gorham here as well. Jeff, we got a big show. We got the Riverside Poly Bears in the house coming off their first win of the season.
I refuse to be in the room with these guys.
What have you got against Poly?
I'm a Ram. Horns up. I don't talk to Bears.
Oh, man.
So they might be in the room. I will not look them in the eyes.
Oh, man.
Do not look the Bears in the eyes.
Riverside Poly red hot as they go into Inland Valley League play. We got the Bears in the studio. In our second segment, little Cal Baptist University women's soccer. They're on the road at Dixie State today. We had a chance to interview the goalkeeper, Sarah Escobedo, their star forward, Desiree Felix, who's from Corona High School. We got that coming up. We also have our Marines Recruiting Station Riverside Athlete of the Week. And maybe, just maybe, Jeff, if we hold out long enough, we might have a very special guest towards the end of the show. Oh, and then also Chaparral's Justin Diedick selected the Army All-American Bowl from Chaparral High School.
He's an All-American?
All-American. He's going to play in the big game on NBC for awesome. Saturday in January.
Very cool.
Did you guys play Chaparral?
Yeah,
Did you go against Justin Diedick?
Yeah, he's a beast.
Yeah, the big guy at the center. Yeah. Was he pretty good? Yeah.
Did they beat the Bears?
Yeah, they beat the Bears.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, guys.
Oh, Jeff.
Yeah.
Can we kick Jeff
Salty.
out, guys?
Salty!
Man, salty Jeff. We got a big show. It's all brought to you by our good friends at Spoiled Quick Quality Oil Change. You'll be spoiled by their great customer service. They also got those great prices. They give you a flour and the mint on the way out. We love you guys over there at Spoiled. We also got Ken Sporting Goods. More than 40 years in the Inland Empire and still dominating all your sporting gear needs. Letterman's jackets, all kinds of good stuff. You go to kensportinggoods.com for more information there. And Boost Performance Training. Jeff, don't say it's a bracelet, but I got my Boost Gang bracelet on.
Hey, nice bracelet.
I'm a real one over here.
It's like a Pandora bracelet.
Man, you are awful. Athletes of all levels, please go to Boost Performance Training in Corona. Lacrosse, football, baseball, track. I even saw golf now at Boost.
Golf?
Boost Gang, man. Golf, too.
How about curling?
Talk to Ray Bass.
Ray Bass, get curling. I'm in.
BoostTrainingSystems.com. But right now, we're talking a little Riverside Poly Bear football here on the Inland Sports Show, Fox Sports IE 1350 AM. We're going to recap week 5 of the high school football season, sprinkled out throughout the show. But right now, we're going to go right to the Bears because they had a huge win. It was a Thursday night special, King High School against Temecula Valley. In the house today on the Inland Sports Show, we got Spencer Nims, Bud Burney, and Christian Briones. Guys, welcome to the show. First off, congratulations getting that first win of the season against the Golden Bears on Thursday night. I'll start with Spence over here. What went right? Because I was there. It was dramatic. It was back and forth. It was overtime. It was all those things. Go ahead and step up to the mic real close and just tell me, man, especially in that overtime period, it got a little nuts.
Yeah, I think just our mentality going into it was just really well. And, like, we had a rough start in the season, being 0-3, or 0-4, sorry. And we just needed a win. So we just had that in our heads. And every mistake we made, just kept fighting and bounced back.
Spence, you're pretty fiery out there. I mean, you were all over the place. You're in their backfield all night long. I mean, do you get fired up when you have a big play and you're shaking your head and stomping around? And,
oh yeah, I love it.
We also got Bud Burney here, the quarterback for Riverside Poly, and Bud, you've got some great weapons, at the running back position and at receiver. As the quarterback, were you just trying to get the ball in their hands and trying to let them make plays?
Yeah, I was just trying to get my playmakers the ball. Our O-line did a great job and we ran the ball pretty well. So if we run the ball well, we pass the ball well.
We're talking about Jermaine Henderson, Randy Wright, right? Some of those guys, right? Yeah. Stud players out there. Christian Briones also here in studio here on the Inland Sports Show, Fox Sports IE 1350 AM. Christian, obviously you guys wanted to get that first win of the season. Does it feel a little bit different when that monkey's off your back and you're like, okay, we got one, now let's move forward in the league play? It's almost like a fresh start. You hit the reset button. Does it feel a little bit different?
Yeah, it does. It feels good, getting our first win, and we just came into the game like we have to start off strong and just believe that we can do it, and that's what we did, and that's what came out to having a W.
So I was on the sideline for that game, and I know there was a couple holdover players from that 2014 team. I think, Spencer, you were one of them, right? And Christian, you were one as well. Yes. So you guys got called up to varsity in 2014, part of that team that went to the CIF championship game against Redlands East Valley.
Yeah.
So you guys know what it's like to win. I mean, you're part of a team, beat Rancho Verde, like all those things in the season. So I'll go back to Christian. I'll go back to you, Spence, in a second. But Christian, you're part of that winning tradition at Riverside Poly. Is it as a leader, as a senior, do you feel like it's kind of your role to maybe instill that in some of the younger guys, saying, "Hey, not too long ago we had a really good team. We could do that again."
Yeah, it is. It feels like me and Spencer, we're the seniors of the team, and I feel like we've been taking really good charge of the team, and telling them that we need to have a really good season and step it up, and that's what we just came into the game and we played it good, and we just had a good defense, good offense, and we just came out strong and we did it.
And Spence, the same thing. I mean, do you see any similarities? I don't know, from that 2014 team to this team. I know there was that great senior class in 2014. There was a lot of hype around it. This year, I don't know. You guys, I feel like you're kind of flying under the radar, but you got dudes. I mean, do you feel good about this team?
Yeah, I feel like it was a good experience in 2014 for us to experience the victories and the wins and all that stuff, and we're bringing that mentality to it. But I feel like some of our guys are just starting to realize the confidence that they have and what they can do. Just like last night or the game yesterday, they just once they get the ball and going, like Jermaine, Randy, they realize how the talents they have. That's what we need.
Was it pretty cool to go out there and you guys always have a big crowd, but to get the job done and get a little confidence and some momentum before you go to Inland Valley, because I think it's Valley View right off the bat.
Yeah, Valley View, yeah.
Let me go back to Bud. I mean, when you look at the Inland Valley League, okay, we know Rancho Verde is going to be good, right?
Yeah.
Valley View, we saw what they did last year. Arlington's 5-0. Canyon Springs seems to be turning a corner. JW North's always strong. I mean, when you look at the Inland Valley League, suddenly it's like a great football league. So, Bud, every single game, I mean, do you feel like it's just a battle? There's no nights off when you play in the Inland Valley League?
Yeah, it's always going to be a battle for us, but we just have to have the mentality to do it, because we're going to just take 1 week at a time. We're going to go 1-0 for this week and beat Valley View.
So, last year, that Valley View game, I think it was 21-19 or something. It was like a 2-point game, right?
Mm-hmm.
Christian, what do you remember about that game? Because looking back, you're like, wait, that's the team that went all the way to the state championship game, and you guys were right there.
Yeah, it was it was a good game. So I believe we're on goal line. We're on the 2, and we needed to get this touchdown because we were on 4th down, and it was short time. It was about I think it was 7 seconds in the 4th quarter. So they threw it a dub, but he didn't end up catching it, and then we tried to go onside, but we couldn't fortunately get that, and we took the L. So
because when you look back, you're probably there's a couple plays in a couple games, and you're like, man, our record probably could have been so much better.
Mm-hmm.
Is this, as a senior, Spence, I mean, do you look at this, you're like, okay, those are the things that we can't let happen if you want to, get to the playoffs and maybe make a run in the postseason?
Yeah, I mean, it's just a good thing that, we kind of got all that bad stuff out of the way in the preseason, all that stuff that's, holding us back. But now that we got the dub and we're going into league, so we have that confidence, and I feel like we're gonna do really good.
So you guys started 0-4, but what did you guys learn maybe about yourselves, about this team? Maybe some things that you wanted to clean up, maybe get better through that 0-4 start, persevered, got that first one against Temecula Valley. But it's a learning curve. What did you guys figure out?
Yeah, it was just the little things for us, like little tiny blocks, just extra play, playing to the whistle, and doing our thing because we can pound the ball. We have a great O-line, and we can pass the ball, obviously. We have the weapons, Jermaine and Randy, but our defense started to learn that they are stronger and they can pound any team they want.
That Warren Hardin, man. Yeah. I heard some of the guys on the sideline, they were calling him Yogi, and I was like, why are you guys calling him Yogi? And they're like, he's like a real live bear. Like, this guy is crazy.
He's big.
Christian, what's it like lining up with him?
Yeah, it's for sure a good challenge. He's like, I believe he's like 6'4", 6'5" or something.
He's huge.
So yeah, it's for sure a good challenge. You know, during practice, I get the good work, and you know, it just makes me better every play. So it's good.
We got the Riverside Poly football team here on the Inland Sports Show, Fox Sports IE 1350 AM, coming off their first win, getting ready for Valley View in Week 6 in Inland Valley League play.
You know, the one thing I've learned is I'm looking over here at Spence.
Yeah.
He's got the best beard game of any man I've ever seen.
Pretty strong.
He looks like he's 35 years old. That is the best beard I've ever seen.
Bun and
hey, seriously, we always talk Game of Thrones. He's a Game of Thrones guy right here. Man, look at that beard. I try my best. Man,
it's pretty intimidating, right?
Man, I hate. You know, that's one of the reasons I hate the Bears. They're always so perfectly. You know, they're just look at them. Ramona guys, none of us had beards.
He looks like he's straight out of like a Banana Republic catalog, you know, with the beard and the man bun,
dude,
right?
He's got the best mane and beard game I've ever seen.
Well, guys, it was a big win against Temecula Valley. Now you're looking ahead to Valley View. We talked about it was so close last year, and obviously you did some things well against Temecula Valley, but I'm sure there's still things, we kind of touched on it, that you got to clean up because those things aren't going to fly when you play a Rancho Verde or a Valley View or an Arlington or whoever. So I'll go back to Spence over here. What are those areas, without giving away all your secrets, but you're like, man, we got to be better in this area because, you know, that's not going to fly when you line up against Rancho Verde.
Yeah, I feel like from a defense perspective, I feel like one of our struggles or what we need to work on is just our gap control and then just really just wrapping up and everyone pursuing to the ball and making the tackle. And then like Bud touched on, just offensively, just our blocking, and I think we'll be fine going into the league.
Same thing, but on the offensive side of the football as well. I mean, you touched on it. Some of the things that you want to clean up and make sure you guys are, you know, going full steam. Maybe even things that you're going to work on this week because Valley View, you know that's going to be a battle. That's going to be tough.
It's going to be a battle, and we know that. So we're just going to go hard at practice this week. We're going to pass the ball well. We know that, and I know that. And we're going to run the ball well. I believe that we're going to beat Valley View. Yeah.
Now, I was talking to head coach Derek DeWitt after the game on Thursday, and I really wanted him in studio. And he said, you know what? He told me he was moving this weekend. Yeah. So why aren't you guys helping him move? Like, you should be helping, like carrying boxes or something for him, right?
Yeah.
They're like, yeah.
There's some other dudes helping him.
Some other dudes?
Yeah.
The underclassmen, right? Maybe some of the freshmen or sophomores out there.
Yeah, I was going to ask about Coach DeWitt. He's in his sophomore season here with the Bears. He's from out of the area, but the guy has an ESPY award. Are you guys aware of this?
Yeah, we're aware of that. Yeah.
Now, what has he meant to this program since two of you guys have been playing in the program for 4 years? What is his changes that he's brought that you guys appreciate?
I feel like just his attitude and like he really like cares about like our character and how we like hold ourselves and self-respect and everything like that. And like, just like yesterday, we went to elementary school and helped little kids and talked to them about their academics and if you want to be a student athlete and played football with them. So just little things like that, just so it's so much more respect for him.
That's really cool. So you guys spent your Friday because obviously you didn't have a game. You played Thursday night, went out, talked to little kids.
Yeah.
Do you have that sense of pride when you wear like maybe Riverside Poly, like a jersey or a shirt or the colors, and the kids are like, "Whoa, Poly football players!" You guys feel that?
Yes, sir.
So Valley View, Week 6, Inland Valley League opener. Coming off that big win against Temecula Valley. Before we let you guys go, let's go ahead and look at the landscape of the IVL because, again, so many great teams. Teams are improving. You know, I don't want to say Rancho Verde's ripe for the picking because they never are. They've always got a lot of great players. But maybe if there was a year, like if someone was going to knock them off, maybe this would be it. So what do you guys – I'll just go left to right. I'll start with Christian over here. But what do you guys have to do well you don't have to be specific, but what do you guys have to do well to maybe be in the hunt for that league championship? Because, again, you guys were so close in a lot of games last year just to get you over that hump and get you to the top.
You know, I think a big thing for us is to have the confidence, you know, to be able to know that we can actually win these games. Because I know a lot of people were doubting us on that Temecula Valley game, and we just came out with the win. So we just proved a lot of people wrong, and that's what we're trying to do this season. And just try to make upsets and just do good.
How about you, Bud?
We know Rancho Verde is going to be fast, but as I saw yesterday, they're not that talented, and if we just do our job and we do our little things right, we can come out with a dub.
Spence?
Yeah. Physically, like, we're there. Like, we can do that. I feel like it's just a mental game for us. Just little mistakes kill us, and we just need to upsize on that, and I think we'll be fine.
All right, well, we're going to see the Riverside Poly Bears a couple times, I believe, coming up on Riverside TV. I know the schedule is tentative, Jeff. You call those games with Ghazal Hassan, but scheduled for a little bit later in the season, we've got Poly and North on October 21st.
I think we have them back-to-back weeks.
They do, because you know who you have on October 27th? Do you guys know who you play October 27th? The Rancho Verde. It's a TV game.
Yes, it is.
It's a Riverside TV game. So you guys are on TV actually back-to-back weeks. So Poly North, Poly Rancho Verde. So that's going to be a big stretch for you guys coming up. So that's the Riverside TV schedule if you're looking to watching our show live and amplified right now on the Inland Sports Channel. That's the complete schedule. Again, Jeff makes changes. He calls the audible, and they change the schedule sometimes. But that's the game schedule for right now on Riverside TV. Guys, we appreciate it. Congratulations. Big win against Temecula Valley. I'll let you hustle over to Coach's house and maybe grab a couch or a washing machine, right? Right? Spencer Nims, Bud Burney, and Christian Briones from the Riverside Poly Bears football team. We appreciate you guys coming on the show. Best of luck against Valley View next Friday in Week 6.
Thanks for having us.
All right, when we come back, a little Cal Baptist University soccer, a little volleyball update as well. We're also expecting to hear from Justin Diedick from Chaparral High School, an Army All-American. All that coming up in a Boost training tip on the Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports, 1350 AM.
How you guys doing? Coach Ray here. We're back at the Boost Performance Center with the one and only Pep Fernandez. Today we're going to go over our A-Skip series. We've got a couple of great videos for you guys. Come check us out. All right, so we're here with our Boost Performance School student athletes. The next drill we're actually going to demonstrate today is a butt kick skip. Now, this is a great drill that teaches us to get our foot off the ground quick, working on top end speed now, getting our foot off the ground quick and bringing our heel to our butt. So we're getting a nice rhythm. We're going to bounce. I'm going to pull my heel to my butt and put it down quick. And all it's about is getting our foot off the ground, heel to the butt. So X is going to start off for us. He's going to get a nice rhythm, heel to the butt. Good. Nice. Keep that heel tight. Heel tight. So all we're training here is just bringing the heel to the butt. When we open up our stride, we want to get that foot off the ground and bring the heel to the butt as quickly as possible. Keep it tight, keep it tight, keep it tight. Good, good. Nice. Heel tight, heel tight, heel tight. Good. There you have it, butt kick skip. A great drill that progresses into the absolute speed A-skip. We do it right here at Boost. I played once upon a time at Centennial High School. I was actually on the first ever CIF championship team back in 2000, and then my senior year we won it again. I'd say that's my passion because I've done it. You know, I know exactly where these athletes are at. I know what their mindset is right now. I know how hard it is to, number one, find a performance coach who can take you to the next level. What sets us apart has to be, you know, how we work with our athletes and what we know. We can take an athlete and you know, help them reach their athletic potential, you know, help them, you know, prevent injuries, help get them stronger. I know every single athlete who steps into this gym. I know exactly where they're at, and I'm going to progress them every week. If you're not getting results, then, you know, really what's it about? We're going to deliver something that's measurable, you know, in terms of speed, power, you know, strength, agility.
We focus on the customer here. Believe it or not, that is the biggest thing for customers on an oil change. They just want the convenience of coming in, driving in, getting it done, and driving out. just greet them, get them going, and they're done in about 10 minutes or so. We don't push any sales on them. We do the oil change, and I think that's what sets us apart is our customer service. Vacuumed and cleaned your windshield for you as well. Everything's looking pretty good. You come into us one time, believe me, we'll spoil you and you'll be ready to come back the next time.
And now joining us here on the Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE 1350 AM, Sarah Escobedo, the goalkeeper for CBU, and the Lancers opening off conference play with a win. You got Hawaii Pacific, and then a road game at Dixie State. So great way to start off the conference campaign of your schedule, right, with a big overtime victory.
Big time, big time.
And you also have the career saves record. Talk about that. I mean, pretty exciting to have the all-time record now at CBU.
Wow. Well, I found out when we were on the road, when we were in Portland, and I honestly had no words. I was absolutely speechless. Coming into playing college soccer, I had like zero expectations of winning any like huge awards. So having all of like my hard work pay off as a senior, it's absolutely incredible. And I have no one else to thank but my awesome teammates throughout the years and my awesome coaches. Like I'm just super excited about it.
When you got the record and now you're just continuing to add to that record match by match,
yeah.
Is it pretty exciting though that know you've set the benchmark and now future goalkeepers that come through Cal Baptist are going to be being, they're shooting for Sarah Escobedo now, that you're the one to beat?
Absolutely. Like I couldn't be happier, honestly. Like I'm still so speechless. Like it's just awesome. I don't play for anyone except for my teammates and God every day, and it's just absolutely incredible to just have something like this happen. Honestly, I can't speak.
I'm just curious, how did you get started in soccer and maybe goalkeeping? Did you start playing the sport and maybe transition from another position, or how did you kind of get into this?
Well, I started playing soccer when I was 4 years old. I started off as a forward, and then I realized I don't like running. So I decided to hang back and be a goalkeeper. I liked sliding in the mud and stuff, so I guess it worked out. And then I fell in love with the position, and I've been playing it for 13, going on 14 years now. And I fall in love with the position and more every day.
All right, that's Cal Baptist University goalkeeper Sarah Escobedo here on the Inland Sports Show. Also joined us here on the Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE 1350 AM, Desiree Felix of CBU Women's Soccer, and starting off conference with a big win.
Yes,
it always feels
definitely.
good, right? A little confidence boost, right, Desiree? Talk about
sure.
the match against Hawaii Hilo.
It was a tough one, but our team fought through the entire thing. Our team was awesome. We came back from being down 1 goal and ended up winning in overtime, all because of our heart.
As a goal scorer, when you go home at night and you lay down and put your head on your pillow, do you think more of the goals that you scored or the goals that you should have had? You know what I mean? Because as a forward, you probably think, man, I could have had 2 or 3 more other goals.
Both. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I think about the goals I should have had. All the help my teammates been giving me just to get there and to not finish for them is sad, but I try to stay positive.
What's the goals for this team in terms of Pac-West Conference play? Because it's been well documented. This is the final year, full Division II in the Pac-West. What's kind of the goals of the team in your final year in the Pac-West Conference?
Just to win it and to go on as far as we can. And I really believe we can with this team. This team is amazing.
And Desiree, I heard your sister transferred in to play with you. How's that going?
It's going awesome. I love it. My parents love it. It's so cool to get to bond with her through this one last year.
Don't give her a quick shout out?
Yes, at Rochelle Felix.
Because usually siblings don't get along, but apparently you and your sister get along just fine?
Yeah, now we do. It takes some time.
All right, that's Desiree Felix here from CBU Women's Soccer on the Inland Sports Show, Fox Sports IE 1350 AM.
Sarah Escobedo from CBU Women's Soccer here on the Inland Sports Show, Fox Sports, IE 1350 AM, brought to you by Spoiled Quick Quality Oil Change, Ken Sporting Goods, and Boost Performance Training. The ladies on the road at Dixie State today, trying to move to 3-0 in Pac-West Conference play. Meanwhile, CBU volleyball, best start ever since dinosaurs roamed the earth. They're 12-0.
Undefeated.
Playing on the road at Concordia tonight, so they're trying to move to 13-0. I like to think, Jeff, we had a small part to play in that because they came in here in the preseason in August, and we gave them a bunch of that Inland Sports love, and now they're 12-0 to start the season.
Not a little. I say we gave them everything they deserve. And our karma of the show.
And our guy, intern Colin, who's a Cal Baptist student, was on campus, ran into Coach Brandon Higa, the head volleyball coach there, and said, hey, the girls love coming on the show. You give us that Inland Sports love. And now look, now they're 12-0. So
awesome, undefeated.
So we played a little part in that, maybe. Well, at least we'll stake some claim to there. Also, a quick reminder coming up for all you basketball fans. Coming up on October 14th, it's the RUSD Coaches Clinic, and the great Jerry West.
The logo,
the NBA logo is going to be the guest speaker at the Coaches Clinic. Once again, that's October 14th. Starts at 8 in the morning till noon. And Jerry West will be speaking at the Fox Theater probably, if I was going to guess, about 11 a.m., probably like in the final hour of the Coaches Clinic. So that's going to be very special. He's with the Clippers now. I'm not even sure what his title is.
God of Clippers.
Shot caller. You know what I mean? Like, seriously, he's like, I don't know, vice president of something. But he's trying to rebuild them and get them a championship before he calls it a career. But Jerry West out there. There's all the information. If you're watching this live and amplified right now on the channel, that's the exact flyer, has all the information, where to buy tickets. We also have a link on the Inland Sports website, so you can find it there as well. But Jerry West, the logo coming to Riverside, which is a huge deal, right, Jeff? I mean, you're a basketball guy.
Yeah, last year they had Bill Walton, I believe. This year,
you're right.
They're stepping it up. They bring in Jerry West. Who are they going to bring in next year?
Yeah, no kidding, right? Who's
bigger than that?
If you got Jerry West, where do you go from here?
LeVar Ball.
LeVar Ball!
No, don't you dare, Greg.
How dare you? Yeah, LeVar Ball, 2018.
Jeez, only time you'll hear that name on this show. Yeah. So let's transition back to football. We're hoping to hear from Justin Diedick from Chaparral High School, Army All-American, coming up in a couple minutes here. But it's a good segue to the fact that the Inland Sports Show has a huge honor. We're really excited about this because this is a huge deal. That we have been invited by Football University and the Army All-American Combine to invite an underclassman from the Inland Empire to go to the Army Combine. That's like the breeding ground to pick players for the big Army All-American Bowl that they have every year.
We get to pick somebody?
We get to pick. So here's the deal, though. The deadline's running out. Like, it's October 9th.
Ooh.
So here's the information we need. If you are a sophomore or a junior high school football player out there and you feel like you're one of the best, or you're a coach and you know you got one of the dudes out there, this is what we need. And you can email us at inlandsportshow@gmail.com. We need the name, position, height, weight, stats, of course, right? And a link to their video. So if you can get that to us in the next week or so, the Inland Sports Show has the privilege of inviting one player from the Inland Empire to go to the Army All-American Underclassmen Combine. So big thanks to Football University. We're really excited about this. We're going to be doing more stuff with Football University and the Army All-American Combine going forward. This is just the tip of the iceberg, but this is something we got to do by October 9th. So if you're a dude out there, let us know.
Dude, get your stuff in, man.
So we're excited about it. So hit us up, send us an email. The Army All-American Combine coming up. And it always takes place the week of the actual Army All-American Bowl in San Antonio, Texas, which is like the first Saturday in January. So kind of goes hand in hand with that as well. Speaking of the Army All-American Combine, we had a couple guys from the Inland Empire get selected for the All-Star game.
2 guys.
Who are they, Jeff? Do you know?
Yes, Tanner McGee.
Yes.
And our guy that's coming on next,
Justin Diedick. So,
yes, the great offensive lineman.
Yeah, so even the Riverside Poly guys were like, oh, yeah, he was a beast. Yeah, we remember Justin Diedick from Chaparral. So Justin Diedick from Chaparral, big-time offensive lineman. He's going to be a center probably at the next level. That's where he's going to fit in. He was selected to the Army All-American game, as well as Tanner McKee, quarterback from Centennial High School. Not a huge shock for those guys to get picked for this game.
No. I mean, Tanner McKee is considered, they say, the best in the country. No one knows where he's going. I know he's talking about taking a 2-year absence here going into college.
Yeah, so he might be going on a mission when he comes back, probably bigger and stronger and all those things. He's already a big kid. I mean, he's the prototypical type, like eyeball test, pocket passer.
Yeah,
like
6'6", athletic, can throw the ball over that mountain.
So Tanner McKee and Justin Diedick. And Justin Diedick had a big celebration at the high school, as did Tanner McKee. That's what's pretty cool about this Army All-American game is they make a tour around the United States, and they stop at all the individual high schools where the players have been selected, and they do the big jersey presentation. And, they really play it up big, which is awesome.
Deal. It's a really cool honor to be selected. So those two young men are awesome for getting selected this year.
Yeah, I've been to a couple of them. Who was it? Was it Jalen Phillips? Jalen Phillips, I think, from Redlands, East Valley. Who was another one? Was it Stephen Carr from Summit? There's been a couple. Yeah, Sua Cravens, I think, was another one. So I know the Under Armour also does something similar, a big all-star game, and they do the tour, and they pass out the jerseys and all that stuff as well. So it's a huge deal. A lot of big-time NFL players have played in this game. So if you did, if you looked at a bunch of the names on the alumni list for this all-star game, you'd be like, oh, man, this guy played in the Army All-American Bowl. Some huge names. So now Justin Diedick and Tanner McKee get to add their names to that list as well. So let's look at week 5 of the high school football season and some of those big games that we saw. Jeff, real quick, let's touch on the game that you did last night on Riverside TV. It was Rancho Verde against King. Now, Rancho Verde had lost 2 in a row. King had won 2 in a row. So I thought going into it, this game might be a little closer than people were saying, and it kind of was.
You look at King. King lost, I think, 34 seniors last year alone. They had 7 transfer out of the program. You have a new head coach. Head coach gets injured. But I'll tell you what, King surprised me. They controlled the game for the most part against a good, very athletic Rancho Verde team. But King tackled well. The defense was stellar. They just didn't have any big playmakers, but they ran the single wing. They ran their offense well. They just didn't get it done. But then you look at Rancho Verde. Every year they replace athletes for athletes, and they're fast, coached well. Coach Steinberg does a great job over there. But it was really a good game, closer than I had thought as well.
So King comes up a little bit short, although we saw them, obviously turn some heads. I mean, because like you said, they've got some guys, and they run a great system, and they do it well. And Rancho Verde, they're young. So... But right now, though, as we're talking the high school football scores, and we're going to revisit it, but we got to go straight to the Boost Performance Training Celebrity Hotline. He's a friend of the show. We're excited to have him on here as well. It is the great Justin Diedick from Chaparral High School. Hey, Justin, first off, congratulations on that Army All-American selection. What does that mean to you?
Thank you so much, and thank you for having me on the show. It's a big honor because when I was younger, I always watched the bowl when I first started playing football. I was like a freshman, and so being able to play in it is a tremendous honor, and I look forward to it.
So they have the big tour that comes around through all the high schools. We were just talking about it. So they do a huge deal. I mean, your folks were there, your teammates, your classmates, all the coaches and stuff. You seem like a pretty humble and quiet guy. Is it always kind of weird to have all these people and all the eyes on you during these these big ceremonies?
Yeah, definitely, especially like being a lineman. We don't get the glory a whole lot, so this was kind of new to me, and I kind of felt like a Tom Brady or something, from like a press conference. It was really weird, but it was definitely a cool experience that I'll never forget.
When you do these things, obviously it's fun and it's a good time, but do you like to see your parents and like your family members enjoy it as much as you? It's kind of like a celebration for them as well, because we all know how hard parents work, how much time and effort, weekends away, traveling, the money. I mean, it's a huge effort. So do you see them enjoy it as much as you do?
Yeah, definitely. I think they're just proud and happy that it's all kind of unfolded the way it has, and it's cool that we get to experience it together. So.
Hey, Justin, so what is Coach Raymer doing out there? Because Chaparral has some of the best offensive linemen anywhere. Like, he just keeps cranking out like these stud Division I guys, and you and Stephen Jones. I mean, Coach Raymer must have like a secret recipe down there.
Yeah, I don't know. He just has like the power of offensive line coaching. He just somehow gets these kids, and he's just able to develop them no matter where they're at. and it's cool because it definitely it shows how amazing of a coach he is, because he's able to get, if you're unathletic or athletic, he's able to turn you into a great offensive lineman.
We got Justin Diedick here on the phone on the Inland Sports Show, Fox Sports IE 1350 AM. So you guys picked up a win last night. No, what was it, Victor Valley? Is that right?
It was actually the week before. We had a bye week.
Oh, that's right. You had a bye last night. So now you go into Southwestern League play. How do you think Chaparral's going to do? Because you've won some games. You've got some good players. I mean, how do you think you guys are going to fit in?
We're definitely going to be a contender for league champs, I think. I mean, after watching film on the other teams, and I think we stand next to the competition level of all the other teams in our league. So I wouldn't be surprised if we come out league champs or close to it.
Hey, and Justin, one more question. How's my boy Chris Talamaivalan Giant skills? I know you guys are always posted on Twitter and Instagram. You guys are always getting up early and staying up late and always grinding.
Yeah, I think he's good. I think he was at the USC game last night.
Oh, he was?
Yeah. A little disappointing, but that's okay.
You're a USC recruit. Do you feel like you're almost part of the team and it kind of stings when they lose?
A little bit. It hurts a little bit, especially like all my friends that are like UCLA fans. They like to rub it in my face. So it stings a little bit. But, yeah, Coach Chris is good. We're just training all the time and keeping up with each other. So.
Well, Justin, we appreciate the time. We're going to call you now the Tom Brady of offensive linemen of high school football.
Okay.
Hey, Justin, we appreciate it. Congratulations, brother, and best of luck going forward in the Southwestern League play.
Thank you. Thank you for having me on the show.
All right. Thank you, Justin. Hey, and a shout-out to his family, Billy Diedick. I've said this before, and I'll say it real quick before we hit the break. Billy was a star soccer player at Calvary Murrieta. He's at Dordt College now in Iowa. This is the kind of family that the Diedicks are. He actually sent me a package from Iowa, little soccer ball, a mug, just saying, hey, Pep, always appreciated the support. He was a football star at Calvary Murrieta as well.
Wow.
We gave him some love. Yeah, that's the kind of family. You know what I mean? Like the character. He didn't have to do that. I still use it. I'm a big Dordt College fan. I follow them on Twitter. I'm like, oh, man, did Dordt College soccer win this week? So shout out to Billy, Justin, and the whole Diedick family. We appreciate them always showing love for the Inland Sports Show. When we come back, Jeff, we got to get right back into those high school football scores because we also have to name our Marines Recruiting Station Riverside Athlete of the Week. We're excited about this one. We're going to have that when we come back. And hopefully, fingers crossed, maybe one more special guest. I don't know. I don't want to say it. I don't want to jinx it, but we might have another special guest as well. We'll be right back here on the Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE 1350 AM.
Okay, people, you have to tell me.
Thank God, first of all. I thank the great people that I've got around me that help support me, the people that work for me. As I started, if it wasn't for the people around me, we probably wouldn't be here right now, but I've got a great staff. I've got great people that do stuff for us outside the store, and we've been very, very fortunate. Our service is impeccable, and we just keep trying to get better every year. We can do online stuff for your teams, as well as, like I said, the screen printing, the embroidery. We also have 3 women that do extra sewing for us, like tackle tool on uniforms, or the bling or rhinestones for different shirts for the ladies. That's why we have certain racks just for certain schools, and the fun about that is that it turns into other schools that may come in here that aren't as close, that we can do stuff for them as well. We've had very, very good customers throughout the years, and it's just been a blast.
Welcome to the local sports leader in the Inland Empire, the Inland Sports Show. You can find us on Fox Sports IE 1350 AM every single Saturday at 11 a.m. plus live and amplified around the world on the Inland Sports Channel on YouTube. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button.
This is Kenny Clark from the Green Bay Packers, and you're watching the Inland Sports Show.
Inland Sports is the undisputed sports leader in the IE and two-time finalist for the top TV radio show in the Inland Empire, thanks to our big-name guests, exclusive interviews, video highlights, and, of course, nobody breaks more news than Inland Sports. Hosted by Big Salty Jeff Gorham and the IE Media Personality of the Year, Pep Fernandez, honored by the CIF Southern Section with its Champion for Character Award, the National Football Foundation, the Southern California Football Coaches Association, the Inland Empire Baseball Coaches Association, and the San Bernardino City Unified School District. We've teamed up with some outstanding companies in our community that are proud to call the IE home, and they care about local sports.
Hey, what's up, Pep? You too cool to come down here, man? Too big time now?
You can join our team too. If you're a local business or owner, shoot us an email at inlandsportshow@gmail.com. Nobody covers local sports like Inland Sports. Find us on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook.
Always want to play the best teams, even in the playoffs. If we win the playoffs, I want it to be like we earned it.
Help us spread the word. And thanks for making Inland Sports the local sports leader in the Inland Empire.
At 297-7128.
Hey there.
What's up, bruh?
Hello.
Aloha.
Hey, y'all.
Hey. Hola.
Hi.
It takes a lot of voices to create the sound of us. The Y welcomes all of them.
I just wanted to say that I'm a nerd. And I'm here tonight to stand up for the rights of other nerds.
Welcome back to the Inland Sports Show, Fox Sports IE 1350 AM, proudly brought to you by Spoiled, quick quality oil change, Ken's Sporting Goods. They don't call it Ken's Sporting Bads, right? They're the best, they're the goods, and Boost Performance Training, right? That was a bad joke. Nobody even laughed. You guys are awful. Get out of here.
That was a great joke, Pep.
Wasn't it?
No.
Jeez. And Boost Performance Training. Wait, Jeff said, what did you say, curling at Boost?
Yeah, curling.
You know, is that a better joke than what mine was?
Yeah, just picture me with a little broom and a heavy weight on some ice.
Have you done that?
No, but I want to.
It's pretty fun.
You know, I was thinking, if we had like a skills day amongst everybody in here, I still think I could take most of you.
In what?
In anything.
In anything.
We should have skills day.
I will take you on in curling any day.
No, badminton, I'll whoop you all.
I don't know about that.
We should have a games. We should have an Inland Sports Games.
Maybe around the Festivus holiday season.
Around Festivus for the best of us.
Right?
For the rest of us. Seriously, I think I want a skills day. I'm going to challenge you all in everything. Everything.
Anything you can think of.
Yes, I will dominate you guys.
All right, so going back to those high school football games before Jeff leaves on his stand-up comedian tour.
Yeah.
Colton, Greg, I'm sorry. I came into the studio. He's like, did Colton win? It's like, man, they were that close. 22-21 against Moreno Valley. That's the bad news. The good news is the Yellow Jackets will be right here in studio with us. Jeff, you can challenge them to any competition you would like, I guess, but they'll be here in studio.
You know what I would love to see, though? I would love to see the Yellow Jacket come in with the guys. The actual mascot. That is the best mascot in the Inland Empire.
Just to take some pictures and selfies, right?
Dude, hey, Yellow Jacket, show up.
You know what? I'll reach out to the AD.
Yes,
I'll see if we can make that happen.
I would love to hug the jacket. The entire. Yes.
Maybe they could at least bring it.
Buzz.
Put like Cullen in it or something.
Put Cullen in the
Have
Yellow
Vance
Jacket
around.
suit.
No, I want Buzz here.
That is
Buzz?
That's the Buzz.
Oh, it's Buzz, Jeff.
We want Buzz.
We want Buzz here.
So
Unless
we're
they changed it, but I don't think so.
Colton 3-2 as they head into Sunkist League play. They play Bloomington next Friday and kind of turned a corner. I mean, Colton looks pretty good. They've got some dudes on that team, and we're excited to have them in studio here on the Inland Sports Show next week. Now, the big game last night was in the Citrus Belt League. Because remember, the CBL, they live in their own little wacky world where they start league play after 3 games, so they're already a couple of games deep in the league action. They took on Yucaipa, and Yucaipa, for the very first time, was able to beat Redlands East Valley. We had those games. It was our lead game on Sports Weekly Live on IEMG TV last night. And wow, it was close. It was 27-27 at halftime. Final score, 43-27 Yucaipa. So the T-Birds defense coming up big in the second half. They forced 6 turnovers, including 5 interceptions on Redlands East Valley. Crazy as Yucaipa gets that big win against the Wildcats last night. Our guy Bradford was there at the game. He was sending me updates. And Bradford, what's up?
And his ass, was he wearing his ascot? It was chilly up there.
I don't know. We should get him an Inland Sports ascot.
We need to get him a smoking jacket.
Smoking jacket and an ascot.
It was a big game. It was the game of the night, and the star player from that game was quarterback Keo McChesney. So obviously, this was a no-brainer for us this week. He kind of put his name in the record book for us, at least. It's the Marines recruiting station Riverside. Something like this happens. So there's Pat.
Cajon.
Oh, they hammered Miller.
Oh, 69 to Zippo.
Oh, see, Miller's counting down the days because they're moving to the Mountain Valley League. They're taking them out of the CBL, which that's good for them. They shouldn't be in the CBL. So Cajon now and Yucaipa, Redlands East Valley, still an outside shot because they've won 8 straight Citrus Belt League titles, either the outright championship or they've shared the CBL crown. So they're still in the mix, but now they need help from Cajon. If Cajon beat Yucaipa, and then they were able to beat Cajon, we'd have like a 3-way tie. So we'll see what happens. There's still a lot of football to be played, but now that Yucaipa-Cajon game is going to be huge down the road.
Nice.
So, all right. Speaking of those games coming up next week, and we'll have a lot of them on Sports Weekly Live every single Friday night on IEMG. I hope you'll join us for that. But some of the games that we will be covering, and Jeff, these are some big ones. This is right out of the gate. This is first week of league play for all those other leagues outside of the CBL. Let's start with Centennial against Roosevelt.
Ooh, that's a big one. They've been talking about that for a year.
Well, Roosevelt last year, second place in the land of the Big Eights. Can they challenge Centennial, Jeff?
No. You know why?
Why?
Because they're evil. Just straight evil. Sith Lords. Tough to beat. I'm sorry. I do like Roosevelt, but, man, they're on the Death Star up there in Corona. Slicing and dicing and taking care of everybody.
Well, Roosevelt looked really good last night against Ayala. Quarterback Jeremy Musa and Braden Huffman-Dixon, Chase Williams. They've got some guys, but Centennial always I just feel like they're on a different level. One of these times, it might be tomorrow, it might be 30 years from now, but the gap will close. But right now, Centennial's still that team to beat.
So tough.
With Tanner McKee at quarterback, and they've always got guys that, they start the season, maybe you haven't heard of them, but by the end of the year, they're like household names.
Yeah, and they've got basically 2 bye weeks. I mean, they're going to be healthy coming after you. So
we talked about it on Sports Weekly Live last night. They have a 9-game schedule.
Yeah.
9. So they had 2 bye weeks in the middle of the season because they can't get teams to play them.
No.
Nobody wants to play Centennial.
Maybe the Chargers. They beat the Chargers, though, too.
You want a true story?
Yes, I do.
I'll give you a true story. So, the Chargers are at the StubHub Center, right? Where that's their home games now. So I've been to Centennial state championship football games.
That's right.
At the StubHub Center. Centennial brings in more people than the Chargers.
That's so
We
sad.
love the Huskies. We love the Evil Empire.
Hey, Evil Empire. It's the only time I like the Sith.
So Centennial Roosevelt next week, Big 8 League opener. That's going to be a fun one. How about another edition of the Holy War for the Holy Shield?
The Germans.
The Germans are coming, man.
The Blitzkrieg.
Aquinas and Notre Dame. Brandon Rankins, 370 away from the San Bernardino County rushing record. They got Joshka Gustav, Jasper Fries, Sayu Cisse, all those guys.
I drive their Foomph.
That German pipeline, man, they are good. They've got some homegrown guys as well. Notre Dame, though, has caused them problems in recent years, so that's not a gimme. Aquinas might be the favorite. I think even Notre Dame would say that. They're the favorite, but it's not going to be easy.
But think about what month are they going to play in?
I don't know.
What month is?
It's going to be October.
Oktoberfest!
Oh.
I drive their Foomph.
That's funny. Okay, I'll give Jeff that one. Okay,
there we go.
When's your stand-up tour?
Next week.
When's your Netflix special, Jeff?
Yeah.
So Aquinas, Notre Dame. Notre Dame has strung together several Holy War wins in a row, but again, everyone would point to Aquinas as the favorite in this game. So we'll see how that plays out. That will be at Aquinas High School. Notre Dame won this game last year at RCC. I think it was like 44-19. I don't have the score in front of me. It was 44-19. Big win for Notre Dame, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how this one plays out. Two big rivals, one of the biggest rivalries in the Inland Empire. In the Southwestern League, Murrieta Valley against Vista Murrieta. I got big question marks on Vista Murrieta. I'm not really sure what to think because I know they're good. You look at their record and you're like, but I know they're good.
How can you bet against Hank Bachmeier?
Yeah, he's a stud. And Spiker. Best receiver. In fact, I think it was Vinny Fazio that said Marquis Spiker might be the best receiver to ever come out of the Inland Empire.
Stop it.
He has all the records.
He is the best receiver in the world.
And a lot of love to Hank Bachmeier because someone's got to give him the football, right?
Gunslinger. Pew, pew, pew.
So that's a big one next week in Southwestern League play. Over in the Mountain Valley League, it's the Doe, Rubidoux, and Pacific. This was the league title game last year. Pacific's 5-0 for the second straight year. The Pirates.
And they're running this year.
Yeah, they're running the football.
Ooh,
yeah.
Coach is doing a good job over there.
Last year they had like 4 or 5 big-time receivers, and the ball was flying all over the place. This year, more ground and pound. They're going to play great defense. Big win against Bloomington last night. And Rubidoux, again, another one of those schools like Vista Murrieta. You look at the record, you're like, but they got some guys. Coach Thompson always does a great job, so that's going to be another big one in Mountain Valley League play next week. Let's take a quick look at the Inland Sports Grade 8 and 4 more rankings. I hope you're watching this live and amplified right now on the Inland Sports channel. Let's check those out. I updated them last night and put all the stats and the numbers into the computer.
Beep, boop, boop. Squirt it out.
And this is what happened, Jeff. Here's your top 8. The Grade 8 for Inland Sports. Centennial, Heritage, Roosevelt, Murrieta Valley, Cajon, Citrus Hill, checking in at number 7. I mean, they didn't sneak in through the back door. They burst through the front. It's Yucaipa in at number 7. Because we had Redlands East Valley in the top 8.
Not anymore.
And they just beat Rev. So Yucaipa shoots up to number 7. Aquinas rounds out the Grade 8 at number 8. Or 4 more. Vista Murrieta, Murrieta Mesa, who's undefeated, Santiago, and the Rancho Verde High School. So that's what our rankings look like after week 5. So, you have any problems with that, Jeff?
No, computer did well.
The computer usually doesn't screw up. It usually has it pretty darn close to being correct. So
pretty good.
All right, and the CIF Southern Section rankings, they usually come out like late Monday afternoons. I know some coaches, they pay attention to it just in terms of, okay, maybe this is a team we could see in the playoffs, so they keep an eye on who's ranked where. But again, it's so early right now, most of them don't even really care.
But I really, being a coach, they do care. No, I don't care. Yeah, come on. They're sitting by the computer. Don't blame. That's coach speak for you.
I saw Nick Rogers at Cajon. Was it yesterday? My week's a blur. I think it was yesterday. No, it was Thursday. It was Thursday. And I was like, do you keep an eye on the rankings? He's like, I'd be lying if I said I didn't check them out. He's like, but whatever.
Yeah.
Because right now in Division 4, you've got Santiago, Murrieta Mesa, Roosevelt, Cajon. I mean, that's it.
Got 'em all.
I mean, that's going to be a huge battle in Division 4 we're excited about with all those Inland Empire schools. So, the only place that's going to break it down is the Inland Sports Show. And we're brought to you by Spoiled, quick quality oil change. You'll be spoiled by their great customer service and prices. They're right there off Alessandro Boulevard. What is up? Bill Navigado. Ken Sporting Goods, more than 40 years in the Inland Empire. All your sporting gear needs, shoes, bats, helmets, Letterman's jackets. They do embroidery. It's all going on at Ken Sporting Goods. Jeff, you're about to say something.
Well, yeah, go through your ads. We got something to say. We got big news.
Oh, we do. I got to hurry. Boost Performance Training. We love you, Ray Bass. We want to know when you're going to bring curling to Boost. Then you'll get Jeff inside the door. He wants to do curling, but they do lacrosse, golf, baseball, football. It's all going on. BoostTrainingSystems.com. Jeff, what's the big news? What's the big deal?
Hey, Wednesday, 6 p.m., there's something big going on in the city of Riverside.
You better say it. We're running out of time.
UCR Coaches Show at the Cask and Cleaver, hosted by Pep Fernandez.
I'm doing it?
You are! Oh. And I'll be there, too, just as a little sidebar. So show up 6 p.m., all of our fans, listeners, all you guys in the room, show up 6 p.m. Cask and Cleaver, UCR Coaches Show.
Yes, we're honored. The Inland Sports Show honored to take this over for UC Riverside, the Coaches Show, along with Riverside TV. We're excited about it. 6 o'clock, Cask and Cleaver right here in Riverside. For the Riverside Poly Bears, appreciate them coming in studio with us. Justin Diedick, Chaparral. Jeff, get out of here.
Boo!
We'll see you next Saturday, 11 a.m. right here on the Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE, 1350 a.m.
That's going to do it for all of us here at Channel 4 News.
Welcome to the local sports leader in the Inland Empire, the Inland Sports Show. You can find us on Fox Sports IE 1350 AM every single Saturday at 11 a.m. plus live and amplified around the world on the Inland Sports Channel on YouTube. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button.
This is Kenny Clark from the Green Bay Packers, and you're watching the Inland Sports Show.
Inland Sports is the undisputed sports leader in the IE and two-time finalist for the top TV radio show in the Inland Empire, thanks to our big name guests, exclusive interviews, video highlights, and of course, nobody breaks more news than Inland Sports. Hosted by Big Salty Jeff Gorham and the IE Media Personality of the Year, Pep Fernandez, honored by the CIF Southern Section with its Champion for Character Award, the National Football Foundation, the Southern California Football Coaches Association, the Inland Empire Baseball Coaches Association, and the San Bernardino City Unified School District. We've teamed up with some outstanding companies in our community that are proud to call the IE home, and they care about local sports.
Hey, what's up, Pep? You too cool to come down here, man? Too big time now?
You can join our team too. If you're a local business or owner, shoot us an email at inlandsportshow@gmail.com. Nobody covers local sports like Inland Sports. Find us on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook.
Always want to play the best teams, even in the playoffs. If we win the playoffs, I want it to be like we earned it.
Help us spread the word, and thanks for making Inland Sports the local sports leader in the Inland Empire.